There's some pictures of the new building. Where they're actually got a lot of the internal walls and all the offices studded out, so there's some pictures there of what's going on with that process. Also, don't forget the Build Trend next week, so we're going to get that my hair on Friday to go through those audits and the other stuff we have going, okay? Alright, also I wanted to acknowledge, I forgot, I passed it up on the first sheet. Westside again did a great job. Let's give them a hand. They had 0 scrap balls yesterday again. So good job, guys. All of you. All right. So talking about, and we all see this in our lives. So let's just be mindful of what we're talking about here. Is your glass half empty or half full? How you answer this age-old question about positive thinking may reflect your outlook on life, your attitude towards yourself, and whether you're optimistic or pessimistic. And it may even affect your health. Indeed, some studies show that personality traits like optimism and pessimism can affect many areas of your health and well-being. The positive thinking that typically comes with optimism is a key part of effective stress management. And effective stress management is associated with many health benefits. If you tend to be pessimistic, don't despair. You can learn positive thinking skills. Positive thinking doesn't mean that you can keep your head in the sand and ignore life's less pleasant situations. Positive thinking just means that you approach unpleasantness in a more positive and productive way. You think the best is going to happen, not the worst. Positive thinking often starts with self-talk. Self-talk is the endless stream of unspoken thoughts that run through your head. These automatic thoughts can be positive or negative. Some of your self-talk comes from logic and reason. Other self-talk may arise from misconceptions that you create because of lack of information. If the thoughts that run through your head are mostly negative, your outlook on life is likely pessimistic. If your thoughts are mostly positive, you're likely to be optimist, someone who practices positive thinking. You can learn to turn negative thinking into positive thinking. The process is simple, but it takes time and practice. You're creating a new habit after all. Here are some ways to think and behave in a more positive and optimistic way. Identify areas to change. If you want to become more optimistic and engage in more positive thinking, first identify areas in your life that you typically think negatively about, whether it's work, your daily commute, or your relationship. You can start small by focusing on one area to approach in a more positive way. Check yourself. Periodically during the day, stop and evaluate what you're thinking. If you find that your thoughts are mainly negative, try to find a way to put a positive spin on them. Be open to humor. Give yourself permission to smile or laugh, especially during difficult times. Seek humor in everyday happenings. When you can laugh at life, you feel less stressed. Follow a healthy lifestyle. Exercise at least 3 times a week to positively affect mood and reduce stress. Follow a healthy diet, fuel your mind and body, and learn techniques to manage stress. Surround yourself with positive people. Make sure those in your life are positive, supportive people who depend on to give helpful advice and feedback. Negative people may increase your stress level and make you doubt your ability to manage stress in healthy ways. Practice positive self-talk. Start by following one simple rule. Don't say anything to yourself that you wouldn't say to someone else. Be gentle and encouraging with yourself. If a negative thought enters your mind, evaluate it rationally and respond with affirmation of what is good about you. If you tend to have a negative outlook, don't expect to become an optimist overnight. But with practice, eventually your self-talk will contain less self-criticism and more self-acceptance. You may also become less critical of the world around you. When your state of mind is generally optimistic, you're better able to handle everyday stress in a more constructive way. Ability may contribute to the widely observed benefits of positive thinking. Okay? Obviously, with a lot of change, we get a lot of stress. Okay? So we got to look at it as an opportunity. Again, there is problems. There's problems, but we just have to hit them head on and figure out how we're going to make them right. So, okay? We got a video about this gentleman talking about the same thing.